Hey everyone, it's your favorite dynamic duo,
It's Devin.
and Tiana, and we're so glad you're here to join us for another Manny by Me unboxing live. So thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys are super excited for this unboxing because we have some really special treats. But if you love unboxing spoilers, live demonstrations, and fun conversation, then you've made it to the right live stream. We unbox each Manny by Me collection every Monday on the 23rd. So make sure you see us on the 23rd at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. And also, if you just enjoy nail art, nail stamping, whether you're a beginner or a pro, it doesn't even matter. Join us every month on Tuesdays. We have a live stream that Deb and myself do for tutorials, answering questions for nail stamping, trends, anything like that. So definitely hit that subscribe button and come and join us.
Yes, we're so happy that you could be here with us. Also, before we kind of like jump in, I know we're really excited about the box, but I just want to put this out there. I know sometimes, sometimes you have an off day with stamping, sometimes you struggle, sometimes, especially for all our newbies, it can be a little bit tricky. And that's why we created a special 5-day course that is completely free and will walk you through step by step exactly how to start stamping. Whether you are a newbie or a seasoned stamper, there are lots of great tips and information there for you. And again, it's 100% free. And this is just something that we wanted to put out for all of our customers because sometimes you do have an off day. And in those events, we have this course. Make sure you check it out, and I hope you enjoy.
Absolutely. So if you're curious, just go to www.maniology.com/free course. Promise, we checked out the link. Everything is live. Just go ahead and get signed up. Again, completely free. 5 courses. It's like less than 5 minutes for each one. It's not going to be a waste of your time. So if you find yourself here or you're just getting on the journey, it doesn't even matter where you're at. Go check it out. And yeah, give us some cool feedback and let us know how you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Ready to get started, Deb?
I think so. I think so. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are very excited for this month's theme. We are very excited for this month's theme. It is close to our heart. And for the month of, let me think about this for a second because my brain
August.
is like, my brain is like completely just so busy with all the things. Um, we wanted to bring you Hawaiian Vintage. So let me just move all these things out of the way.
So, like Deb
So,
mentioned, we're going to continue talking, I'm sure, about things that are very close to our hearts because this sits, right in the heart of our islands. And that was the inspiration for this box. So,
mhm.
when you receive your collection, you're going to get a inspiration card and also a how-to manicure. So this month is Sunrise Over Waikiki. And look at that beautiful manicure.
So this is going to help jumpstart your creativity because, again, sometimes we have off days. Sometimes you're like, what do I want to do with this? I'm not really sure. Well, that is the reason why we included this very easy how to, so that way you could instantly have beautiful nails that you can show off to everyone. So this month is Sunrise Over Waikiki. And then we have a little inspo card here that is going to explain what the theme of the box is and what you can expect inside. Okay, should we show them? If you already know that you love this box and you absolutely need it for summer, which I think you all do, I highly, highly recommend you go to www.maniacsme.com and grab the box. Again, it is available on the 23rd of every month. So sign up here if you already know, hey, I saw the preview, I'm interested. Go right ahead.
Definitely. It's already live on our site. So go and get it.
So let me grab all of the goodies. That way we don't have the box in our way. And just dive in, Tiana?
Definitely. Let's go into the plates. So when you sign up for Mani by Me, you know that you're going to be first priority to get these nail plates. So definitely get your hands on this collection because, you know, even though you're getting first priority, we sell out, and that means that we will not be getting the plates anymore. So get your
Yeah.
hands on these. And while Dev is kind of getting at that blue film there, tricky little things.
It really is. But here we go. I got it. That's such a nice sound.
Right. Okay, so we're going to kick it off with MXM 155, which is a beautiful love letter to our islands featuring hand-drawn scenes and symbols from a bygone vintage era. I love this plate. I feel like it I'm sure that there are other names, I guess, for like the foliage and stuff like that, but I can already see like there are some flowers that honestly I do not have another name for. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the name that I know. But right where Deb's thumb is, I love that design. It has my favorite flower, the puakenekene, and I believe it also has plumeria, which some people know it as plumeria, some is frangipani. Um, but yeah, I can see it has the puakenekene, which is my favorite.
Is
Uh,
tuberose? Is that what it's called in
no,
English?
tuberose is a different flower.
Okay, okay.
I believe the puakenekene might be part of a not crown flower. Shoot, I'm thinking of another. It's a butterfly. Butterflies really like this plant.
Crown flower. That's crown flower.
Okay, then maybe it is related to that family, but oh my gosh,
Mm.
if you have never smelt this flower, it is the most sweetest fragrance. And actually, so the flower is like a really like cream, whitish cream. Think of like our coconut polish. And then as it gets older, which it gets older fast, it starts to turn yellow, or I guess as a flower kind of gets older, it turns yellow, but it gets more fragrant and it's so beautiful. I can't even describe the scent. But
And we even have beautiful foliage here. For those of you who, I think, what was it called? We had a box that featured a bunch of native birds and like other native plants. And this section here is kind of reminiscent of that. So if you weren't able to get your hands on that box, then this kind of is a little bit of a throwback to that. We have some different plants that we didn't have on that box. For example, this right here is the ohia, which is a very, very fine red flower. And it's also, I think, endemic to Hawaii. It's a very special flower. Then we have all these like beautiful scenes. I don't know if you guys have been to Hawaii, but this here, let's see if we can bring it closer. There we go. Can you see it?
maybe pull back just a little bit. And for those who are not familiar, but maybe have seen this in like pictures, this is the iconic diamond head. Um,
Mhm.
so, or actually, I just recently, it's so funny to, not funny, funny is not the word, but to be Native Hawaiian and to kind of like learn about the stories and the legends and everything. But this particular coastline is called Leahi in Hawaiian.
Yes.
And so, but many people know this as like Waikiki, I guess, you know,
Mhm.
this viewpoint. So,
Yep. This viewpoint is of Diamond Head and like from the viewpoint of Waikiki. So this would be like the Waikiki beach. And even this too, this is part of that.
yeah. And then, I feel like, oh, you can point out, I know for maybe a lot of people, it just looks like checkers, but the pattern. that Devin is pointing out is called palaka, and it's
Hmm.
a very popular pattern for a lot of like Hawaiian or yeah, Hawaiian shirt making.
I believe the origin of Palaka, I could be wrong, but I believe it comes from like Hawaii has a Paniolo time, and Paniolo is like Hawaiian cowboy, basically.
Hmm.
So I think Mexican people came to Hawaii and taught Hawaiians how to use horses because we didn't have horses that's not native to Hawaii. So they brought horses over, they taught the Hawaiian people how to use the horses. I think they were what, ranchero? Maybe that's the
Yeah, I
term.
want to say it was like Spanish origin or like South American or something like that. Yeah.
I believe it was Mexican
Okay.
origin, and they taught Hawaiians how to use horses, and that's how we became, or that's how we got Paniolo culture, which is again Hawaiian cowboy culture. And
Hmm.
one of the things that came out of that was palaka.
Yeah,
Um,
you're right. It looks like oh my gosh, I don't want to butcher the Spanish vaqueros, but
oh,
they're
interesting.
Mexican cowboys. That yep. So sounds correct.
And then during, so this all like this plate again, it's a throwback to old Hawaii. So some things that were popular, especially in the 50s, 60s, 70s, bamboo. Bamboo was everywhere. So we have like this cool bamboo pattern. And then you can stamp these flowers over it. You could stamp that little phrase over it. You could stamp any of these designs over it. Um, Even this kind of like border stuff. Or
Absolutely.
if you wanted to, you could make like a traditional postcard. You know how there was a time where they would make postcards that says, "Oh, from like aloha from Hawaii" or "hello from Kansas" kind of thing. So
Hmm.
there's all these like vintage postcards out there, and that was part of the inspiration. So you could stamp something like this, and then stamp the flowers over in the corner. Lots of ways you could use this. You could stamp these lays over the palaka pattern. There's just a million ways that you can use these plates. So that is plate 155. I think we should move on to the next plate. I feel like we did a
Yeah,
really good job of explaining the history of our island.
definitely. So the next plate that Dev is gonna show is MXM 156. Now this one is kind of a more mod take, I feel like, of like a
Mhm.
vintage Hawaii. Um, when I look at this plate, I think of my papa's polyester Hawaiian shirts. I'm thinking, so it definitely has this vibe to it. Um,
Also,
yeah,
when she says papa, she means her grandpa.
my yeah,
Yeah, so um, yeah, again, it's pulling a little bit of that 60s and 70s, and we have all these fun patterns here that kind of mix those two um, eras together. Because obviously, Hawaii in the 60s is going to look really different than, again, California in the 60s or New York in the 60s. We have, every place has their own little flair and take of a certain style or a certain era. And that's what we did here with this plate. So
and
we,
and what is, I guess, Hawaii kind of at that time, if you close your eyes and you imagine, is beach culture. We
Mhm.
were still very known for our beach culture and stuff too. So it incorporates our island lifestyle um, on a beautiful plate. So you see some tiki, I love that pattern in the center that has like, again, it's like a really pick and choose. You have
Yes.
honu, which is or sea turtle. You have the hibiscus. You have words on there. You have tiki head. You have monstera. That looks like the Royal Hawaiian Hotel on there.
It is. It is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. So for those of you who are like, what's the Royal Hawaiian Hotel? It is the famous Pink Hotel. If you look up Pink Hotel, Royal Hawaiian will be the first thing that comes up. It is one of the oldest hotels in Hawaii. I don't think it is the oldest. I think there's maybe one more that might be older, but it is one of, like, I would say probably one of the top, or in the top three oldest hotels in Oahu.
And
And then we,
on,
oh,
oh,
sorry,
sorry.
go
No,
ahead.
on the coastline of Waikiki, you cannot miss it. It is literally pink.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful pastel pink. And something that was made there that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with are Mai Tais. So we have a Mai Tai right underneath the Royal Hawaiian, and that is where the Mai Tai originated at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so
Yeah, that's
cool.
why I think they even have a bar called the Mai Tai Bar. It's right on the beach at the Royal Hawaiian, and it's a part of the hotel, and they were the first creators of the Mai Tai. And
Very cool.
now the Mai Tai is world famous. You can pretty much go to any bar and find a Mai Tai. And then we have like the longboard, which was popular again in the 60s, 70s, and probably even 50s. And some sailing boats, pineapple, because again, everyone, even though pineapple is not local, it's not native to Hawaii.
No, it's I
It's
feel like a
not.
lot of people don't know that, yeah.
Yeah, pineapple is not native to Hawaii, but it grows very, very well here because of our tropical climate. So, of course, we had to throw in a pineapple for everyone too. Also, I want to like switch our attention to this phrase right here. No ka'oi. No ka'oi means the best in Hawaiian. So, I
Absolutely.
mean, was it a little biased? Do we feel Hawaii is the best? Maybe. It's the best to us. This is our home. And then also we have another image of the Royal Hawaiian Hotel right there.
Very cool.
So lots of fun things. And without rain, there's no rain, no rainbows. So it really is a good vibes plate. You guys see that?
I like that. That's so cute with the little honu. I can see a lot of people stamping that image.
Hmm. And then we have another Mai Tai here with the popular phrase bottoms up.
I love
So
that surfer girl stamp
right
too.
here.
Yeah.
Hmm. I do too. I also really like this little square that we have here
Hmm.
with the hibiscus, monstera, palm leaves.
Well, Deb is definitely gonna, what do you call it, do a demonstration and stamp out not all of these designs, but some of them. So
Yes.
we're excited to see the different designs that come off of this plate.
Okay. So now that we gave you a full history of Hawaii, let's talk about the polishes. Should we talk about the polishes or should we talk about the surprise gift? What do we want to do first?
No, let's do the polishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every month you get 2 brand new polishes that we have never released before. And the first one is Sunset Glow, and that is B553. And it is such a pretty, pearly orange gold. It has a very shimmery finish.
You know, this color, it's not the same, okay? But I know that many who have either been with Manny by Me since day one or has just been a fan, knows spiced orange. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe if you love that color, you're gonna love this color. It sits on the lighter side. What would you say, Dev?
I would say it a really good example or a similar color of this would be, I think it's Doom.
Doom. Yeah, Doom I think would be,
Doom.
again, none of these are dupes, but I feel like oftentimes we get questions like, "Oh, is it like that?"
Or
Um,
is it similar to this?
similar to, but this color is so it's sun-kissed. Like it's and you can kind of see it because I could kind of see some of that gold, the gold flakes that are like the shimmers that's in it.
Yes. I would say Doom
Orange.
is really silky and smooth, where this has a nice shimmery effect and it's also semi-sheer. So I'm going to show you guys later how fun this color can actually be, because there are other ways you can use it, not just for stamping. You can use it a couple of other ways, and yeah, we'll get into that in the demonstration. But look at how pretty that color is. And then I'm going to stamp these out for you a little later, so don't worry, I promise I won't skip it. Let's go on to the second color. So this is Seafoam Swell and B554. It's a gorgeous teal. You can see it's a nice cream, which we love a good cream. These colors are so fun for the summer.
I know, needless to say, they stamp really well over each other but yeah, this color, I'm looking at it in front of me, it's gorgeous. So can't wait to see the stamping, show everyone what it looks like together because it's gorgeous.
It truly is. And okay, while we let these dry, so we'll come back to the stamping in a bit. We're going to let this dry, but let's talk about the surprise gift this month, because I know you all are excited. We have a vintage Hawaii monocle stamper.
And again, I know when you join us, we always talk about this and stuff, not only in our unboxings, but also in our lives. You can never have enough stampers. And then also, to be honest, like when you sign up for Manny by Me, you get a free stamper at the beginning, but having one in the box at some point is just so helpful to have. But not only that, it has a really cute design on it. So
Plus, you need different stampers for different things.
absolutely.
If I'm being completely honest, one stamper and one style of stamper is not enough. Especially the more you get into stamping, you'll quickly realize you need multiple stampers for different things. Stampers for fine line designs, stampers for straight line designs, stampers for solid etch designs. I mean, it's impossible for one stamper to do the work of all stampers, because everything is just a little bit different. And even though it may not seem like it, it does matter and it does make a difference. So this is the surprise gift this month. And look at that design. Isn't it so cute? I just love it. The little palm trees. So fun. And you have the removable cap, of course. Then we also have a removable cap on the back end, so you can take it off just like that. And this helps to make sure that the dust doesn't get on it, because I'm sure you guys know, it can be so annoying to get dust on this. So this helps to keep it clean.
And then for those of you who are concerned about acetone and everything, removing that back part would be
Yep.
perfect for that. So you don't have to worry about clouding up that back part. So use it however you want to, whether you want to take the back off or you want to leave it on. It's completely up to you. And then also you get the mini scraper card that has its own fun design. And we love it. Look at that. And it's semi-sheer.
Mm-hmm. It is. Love these. And I know a lot of you love to collect the limited edition stampers and scrapers that we put out. I know it's like I've seen the posts of you who will post all of your special stampers and scrapers that we've created throughout the years. So this will be another fun one to add to the books. Okay, I know you're sold, because I would be sold. If I was sitting in your position, I would be sold. So let me just go ahead and pop in the website to check out. So if you're already sold on the box, just visit www.mannyxme.com and you can go ahead, sign up. Again, we release a new box on the 23rd every single month. So it's already out now. And yeah. Also, do we want to show them the special code?
Definitely. I mean, who doesn't want to save, right?
Right. So if you are a first time subscriber, this will work on either our express kit or our full subscription box. Tiana will kind of go into the express versus the subscription box a little later while I'm doing the demonstration. You can use this code SUB5 and it'll get you $5 off your very first express kit or subscription box. It only works for first time subscribers, unfortunately. So make sure you take advantage of that when you're signing up. And then I'm like, I feel like that's still a little wet. That's still a little wet. So before we jump into that, I'm just going to quickly show you the express kit. So for those of you who already have too many polishes and you're like, you know what? I love the plates. I love the little gift that comes with the box. Then this is the perfect option for you. We have a Manny by Me Express kit and it has our 2 early access plates and then also your little surprise gift that comes that's themed to match the box every single month. And so sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. As well as the inspiration card and then also
right.
the how-to card. So you get
Yes.
all of that.
And then also, if you're a first-time subscriber, not only do you get this, but you'll also get your own stamper and scraper set. So this month, honestly, I feel like it's such a good month to be a subscriber because you get for all our newbies because you're going to get 2 stampers. And I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you, you're going to need it. You're going to need
it's not. It's not a lot.
It's not because Tiana and I on a regular basis use 3 stampers.
Oh, no, you can never get enough. And again, if you've been with us, if you've seen us, you know nothing goes to waste here. So once the stamper head gets a little nick in it, we do not throw that puppy away. We keep that because we use it for other nail art techniques that come in handy. So the stamper heads are necessary.
So true.
And to be fair, Dev, like, can you think about the last time we even gave a stamper? I know that some of you can probably write that in the comments. Like, when was the last time? It's been a while.
Maybe last year sometime, but
yeah,
again, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
So if you use the stamper that you got, by now it's probably covered in polish and you're ready for a new one. So again, and it doesn't take much for it to get messy and dirty. As you can see here, a well-loved stamper ends up looking something like this. So,
but even though it looks something like that, that's the go-to stamper. You know that it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside.
It's so true. So again, if you don't need the polishes, then check out the Express kit. It'll come with everything that we showed you. The 2 early access plates, your surprise gift, and then also your 2 inserts. And if you're a first-time subscriber, you're going to get another stamper and scraper set. And yeah. So,
and since we're talking about options here, I also want to just chime in on the fact that, you know, if you're still not sure about wanting to subscribe, or say, for example, you think that this would be an awesome gift for somebody, we do have a one-off option. So go onto our website and check that out as well. It is $5 more, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I really like this set, but I'm not quite sure if I want to get into a subscription model. But you know what? We all love options here. So
we really do.
Giving it all to you guys. But to go check it out, www.mannyxme.com.
So make sure you check out this link and also use that code. Okay, I think the time has come. Yep, we're ready to start testing out the designs and stamping because I know you all want to see what that looks like. So I think I'm going to go with this plate because it has a lot of good designs that I want to use for the caps. So first, let's use this design right here.
So since we're talking about flowers, Dev, do you have, I mean, there's not a whole lot of flowers, I feel like, because I know the one that I was talking about, the poa is not um, indigenous to Hawaii, but do you have a favorite flower that
Oh, I do. Ooh, I moved a little too slowly. Okay, hold on. Before I tell you my favorite flower, let me show you this swatch. Oh goodness, I wish you could see it. It's so hard sometimes because I've got two really, really big studio lights on me. So it's, there we go. Okay. So you can see it has like a duochrome effect on the black. You'll be able to see it really sparkle and shine. On the white, you can see it a little bit, but not as dramatically as on the black.
actually, can you tilt it towards the white side and see the, you can kind of see the shimmer.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
the gold shimmer, but it's definitely a lot harder on the lighter colors versus having it on a darker color. You can
Mhm.
really see that gold sparkle come to life. Um, Now let's go ahead and do our seafoam swell. And let me explain what my favorite flower is. So, my favorite flower for lace, and again, this is also not a native flower, is jasmine. And in Hawaii, we call it pikake. And pikake smells so good. I also really, really love pakalana. Oh, yeah. I guess it's hard to say. I have two. I have two. So we have in Hawaii, we do a pakalana and pikake lei. So they'll take two different flowers. I'm telling you, I'm moving too slow, guys. I'm talking too much. I'm having too much fun with everybody. Let me try that again. I'm just gonna scrape that off. So in Hawaii,
Talking stories. Too much
I
talking
know,
stories.
I know, seriously. We'll do um we'll do a thing where we take two different types of flowers and then we'll create a strand of each and then we will intertwine them together. So pakalana is a small green flower, and pikake or jasmine is a small white flower. And together they smell so amazing. And it is those two together make my favorite lei. There we go. Also, leis leis in Hawaii cost big money. So, for
I was
example,
just about to say that. That's exactly where I was
mhm,
heading to. And yeah,
um, I think for a one strand pikake, it's about $25. So when you have like a pakalana pikake mix, I want to say it's gonna cost you probably over 35 for the two intertwined, and that's not two strands of flowers. No, that's one strand of flowers each. So, for example, if someone really loves you, I mean, this is like they really, really love you, they'll get you a double strand lei or a triple strand lei. If they're buying you a triple strand lei, that costs like $75. So you better be really nice to them. Leis are not cheap, even for Tiana's Pokenikene lei. One strand, how much does it go for Tiana? Do you remember?
it depends. And then, let's also talk about these flowers being in season because these are not
Mm-hmm.
that you can find all year round. So when it is in season and people are actively looking for it, I would say I've definitely purchased anywhere between 12 to $40 a single strand.
Yeah,
Um, and I will throw down because when
it's your
you want
favorite.
it, and it's your favorite. But the combination you mentioned, of course, just makes me think of my mommy. But because
Yeah.
Those two were also her favorite as well. But the pakalana is spicy. It's sweet,
Mm.
but there's a spiciness to it, and the pikake is just so it's just so pretty.
It
And so
is.
yeah, the mixture of those two with the white and the green flowers makes me again just homesick. That's so pretty though.
I think the other thing too about these types of lays and flowers in general, you know, you'll sometimes go to a store like Sephora or just another store that might sell perfume, and they'll be like, "Oh, tropical flower scents. Like it's got jasmine in it. It's got all these flowers." None of the perfumes ever smell like the actual fresh flower. It not even close. Like it's impossible. I have smelled so many perfumes. I've gotten gifted perfumes from people that have these scents, like they'll have gardenia or they'll have jasmine, and it never smells right. It always smells, to be honest, I don't care for them usually. Even when they use the essential oils from that plant, it just doesn't smell right. It doesn't smell like the fresh thing at all. And I wish we had like smell-o-vision because we would show you guys or send you the scents so that way you could sniff it because again these are our favorite flowers and Tiana and I'm sure could go I could easily explain every single flower on here so quickly. You all know I love plants and that's another thing too, so I could go into depth, but I will spare everyone from from the long saga of me explaining each flower. So let me go ahead and do this design here.
And while Dev is doing that and stuff, I just before we kind of move past the whole flower talk, I want everybody to go ahead and Google the Ohia lehua flower just because one, it's so beautiful, but again, it's native to Hawaii. So go
Hmm.
check it out. It's a gorgeous flower and so important to the birds that are here on the islands as well.
Yes, Ohia is unfortunately there. I know that there was some kind of disease or pest plaguing these flowers. I think it was a mold. Um,
Mm.
and it's been a constant struggle and fight against that mold. I want to say I believe it was like a mold or a bacteria or something, but it's basically killing the plants. So they're trying to do all these conservation efforts to keep it around because it's, Hawaii is the only place it grows. I think one of the things is it likes colder elevations and it also likes being around the volcano. Um,
Right. Well, I'm kind of looking it up right now, looking at like the forestry website while you're doing that. And it actually says it's called ROD, ROD, rapid ohia death. It's a
mm,
fungus that attacks and quickly kills the ohia trees, which is so sad. But
is
yeah, it says on Hawaii, thousands of ohia trees have already been killed by ROD.
oh
So,
no.
but that's the thing about being on an island too. There's minimal disease. We also are realizing that parts of Oahu, for anybody who knows, that there are these really big iguanas that are not native here. They're not good for our local, just the animals and stuff like that. So we're dealing with all of these pests and stuff, like also the rhino beetle has been
Yes, the
attacking our
rhinoceros
coconut trees.
beetle.
So yeah, we don't even have snakes in Hawaii. That's a no-no. We
Yep.
have beautiful native birds and things of that nature, and having snakes would just kill all of that.
Yes, I think even like mongoose, they're not native to Hawaii, but they brought them in to deal with a rat issue,
Rat
which was
issue.
also not native to Hawaii. It came in through either, I'm sure, probably shipping and stuff like that. And during Hawaii's colonization, there was a bunch of things that were uh,
Coming along with the ships.
yes, and introduced to our island. But when that happened, that actually killed a lot of our native birds and native species because before that, there was no predators. Basically, a paradise with no predators, and then all of a sudden, you have these other creatures coming in, and it tips the balance of the scale.
And no disease too.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So
No diseases. Yeah, we didn't really have a lot of the modern day diseases, and then now, unfortunately, we do. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and do a little gradient on this nail because I wanted to show you guys some fun stuff. So I'm going to just use yellow and pink. It doesn't matter what yellow and pink you use. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the sponge like this. Then I'm going to go and apply some of the pink as well. Oops. So, and then you can either blot it out on your blue paper here. And then just gonna go ahead and sponge this nail tip. And I'm slowly kind of going upwards with this. And then we have a fun gradient like this. I think I'm gonna drag that yellow down just a little bit more so I have more of a gradient. Now we have something like this with that pink and orange.
that's beautiful.
And it is, isn't it fun?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take this color. So let that dry just for a second. I'm gonna kind of move things out of the way so that way it makes it easier for everyone to focus on the image after. Then, let's see. Yep, that's already dry enough. So what I'm gonna do is, and that's why if you do this, make sure you take the back out. or if you put it in, just make sure it's like in there because you don't want it to accidentally fall out on your nails, especially if they are wet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold my little paper here, or you could do it on your mat, but I don't like doing things on my mat because then I'm going to have to clean it after and I don't want to have to do it. I just don't want to. And we're going to do a nice layer like that. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp it. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want a really, really thin layer of that polish. And we're just going to give it a couple of seconds to dry. So if you saw what I just did, I squished it here and then I went and squished it here. And the reason I squished it here a second time is so that way some of the excess polish would come off because I wanted it to be a nice even coat on the stamper. And I would say this is, yep, it's dry enough now. And then we're just going to go ahead and stamp that over just like that. And oh, I wish you could see this in person. It looks so, it kind of makes me think of a Mai Tai.
Right. I was thinking that too.
It looks tasty.
But you know what, Dev, before you move on past this, can you just briefly explain why you decided to do it that way instead of gob on the polish onto
The polish? Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason
for
I
those who
decided to do it this way is because it is going to be the thinnest application and layer that I could possibly do. I wanted a really thin layer so that way we could kind of have just, I still wanted to be able to see the shimmer and I still wanted to be able to see the color through it. Now, I think on camera, I don't know if you guys are really seeing it as much as I am, but in person, it created basically like a vibrant red base, and then it kind of goes into this glowy orange now because it has a slight orange tinge on it. And it just looks so good. Like, again, I'm thinking instant Mai Tai. And I just love the way that it looks. But I want to say on camera, because there's so much gold shine, you're probably not seeing it as much as I'd love you to see it. And I'm kind of bummed
I feel
about
like you can see it. You can definitely see the effect, especially from the cream to the gold and
that.
stuff. But I think that also goes to show that I know the first swatch that Deb did, it looked a little sheer, and it is, but not sheer enough to get this effect. Like, say for
Yes.
example, if Deb was to take the polish and put it right over that gradient that she did on this nail, it would just cover all of that pretty much up. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be as sheer as this technique was. So really
Yes.
try it for yourself.
Yeah. And then this is, again, just a fun way to do it and create a very summery look. Oh, it's so pretty. Wait, can you see it? The other thing too, it's hard for me because I have the glare from the lights hitting my computer screen. So it's sometimes hard to tell, but I feel like I can see it from certain angles when I kind of move it like this.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, cool. It wasn't just me. Sometimes I'm like, am I gaslighting myself?
No, no, give her
Or-
some hearts, guys, if you guys can
yeah.
see. We
Or
can see
are we all seeing what I'm seeing?
it.
Um, so let's see, does this dry? Is this dry? This is all dry. Actually, yeah, maybe. Just want to make
Little
sure
did
it's
you
right.
guys know that actually in doing all of these techniques the way Devin is doing it, that your polish dries quicker too.
Yes,
So hint, hint, wink, wink for those who are highly impatient, like
like
we are.
myself,
Like we
like
are.
us.
No, I put myself in that category too, like we are. Then you might want to consider trying these techniques and stuff. You will need like a some kind of cuticle protector, which we offer on our site.
Mhm.
Um, but either in sticker form or some kind of latex or non-latex version. But it works. It so works. And it basically cuts the whole nail process in half when you do it. So
It's
give
so
it a
true.
try.
The next design I wanted to do, I really wanted to do this bottoms up because, again, seeing this together, it just is giving me strong Mai Tai inspo. So I want to do that, and I'm going to stamp it in black so all of you can see it really, really well. So scrape and pick up. Oh, I didn't get a perfect pickup. I'm going to do it one more time because I want to get all of those details. Okay, yay! We love when we get a perfect pickup.
Bottoms up.
And little crooked, but I think it's okay. You guys aren't going to judge me, right?
You go. You go.
So this is the design, and it looks so cute. There you go. Can you see it? Is it clear? Do I need to back up a little bit more?
No, you're good. Looks good.
So also, if you end up having a little bit of a crooked design, there are always ways that you can fix it. You can add little flowers or a little border, which I might go ahead and do just to kind of blend that in. So I think I'm going to take this design here and I'm just going to add a little border so that way it kind of fills the space and then it looks purposeful. So if you ever encounter that kind of situation, just go ahead and keep working on the design. Add a little bit more to fill the space, and then again, like I said, it'll end up looking more purposeful. Like, oh yeah, I totally meant for it to be a little off center. So then you can just go ahead and like add here, like that. Maybe add a little bit more here.
It's art. Be fun. Be
Yep.
creative with it.
get creative. So then now it's like, oh, cute. I have like a little floral border over here, and it just kind of helps fill the space. You can add more tiny flowers, which I might go ahead and do as well. And again, this is how we make those happy little accidents. So just remove any of that weird junk.
I'm so glad that Deb is using the little flowers. So there's like little flower details in between some of the images there, and I love those little details because you can do stuff not only like this, like little happy little fixes, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you might want to add a little more flowers in a certain area.
Yep, exactly. So there we now, instead of it looking so blatantly off-centered and weird because we had this blank space, I just went ahead and like filled it up, made it a little fuller. So then now, even though it might not be perfectly centered, it still looks like it was intentional, you know? And we have like a cute little floral border. So that is our first design. Now let's get into our second design. So I want to go ahead and grab, oh, you know what? Let me do myself a favor and let's close this up because we know your girl is clumsy. And I don't accidentally want to just spill that all over the place. So I'm going to go in again with some nice bright colors because I'm feeling very festive, or well, I guess summery. So I'm going to cut off the excess part of this sponge here. I think it's okay if there's a little pink because we're just going to use the pink anyways. And I'm just going to go ahead and dab the polish all over the place. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to use that orange again. Go. And back with my orange. Okay. Okay. Then just kind of blot it out. Now we're just going to go ahead and stamp that or sponge that over that white base. So you're going to have something like this. And then I might go ahead and like retouch that yellow just a little bit because the yellow is a very soft, pale yellow. So as you can see, I'm feeling warm colors. I think it's because, it's the summer. Things are starting to heat up. What temperature is it over there for everybody anyways?
Oh gosh, yeah. Let's not. Let's, it is. It
Let's
has to
skip
be.
that conversation.
Yeah. But I mean, let's talk about like what Hawaii weather and stuff because I think I mentioned this in one of my latest lives too. It's just like Hawaii has temperate weather all year. It's the
Mhm.
same. It doesn't really fluctuate. Yes, there's a colder, but it's not as cold as what other people would deem as like winter. Our winter has more rain, huge waves, windy, but the sun, she comes out still. So, and but summertime, I mean, all year round is pretty much play beach time,
Yes, it
We
really
don't
is.
have like, oh, we stay away from the beach during the winter. No, our winter,
No,
we still go to the beach.
we do.
If you're a kid growing up in Hawaii and stuff, I mean, it didn't matter. Anytime was good beach time.
Very, very true. part of me is like, should I pull something from this? I want to use this plate, but also I wanted to show you guys how to use the scenes. I mean, it's really hard, everybody. I'm struggling right now.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, you know what? I instantly thought like you were going to go to that box design that you said that you liked.
Right? I know. I do really like it. Okay, okay. Also, be careful when you're sponging because I sponge a little too much and now I have a little white spot. If that happens to you, go ahead and just wait a couple of seconds. And now that it dried, I should probably be able to, there we go. Ta-da! Just fill it and fix it. So now we have that done, and I was like, am I gonna go back with this? Or I really do. I really want to go back and do the orange. Let me think about this. So I said I really love this pattern. We're gonna use it. Tiana convinced me because it was such a hard thing to do.
I thought it was going to be the other one, the one with the monstera, the palm, and the
Oh, this one here.
No, the one on the right.
This one.
No, keep going.
This one.
Right.
This little one.
Yeah, that one. I thought you were going to use that one.
You know what? You're right. I am going to use it. And am I going to throw that orange all over everything? This shimmer? Yes, I am, because I really like the effect. It's so pretty. So clean off your monocle stamper and get it ready because I want it on everything. I want sparkles everywhere. I'm thinking golden, tan, unbothered summer.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna do
Hawaiian tropics everywhere.
Yes. Hawaiian tropics, even when you're not in the tropics.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'm into it. Hold on, give me. Okay, wait, I want to try this again, and I actually only want to take up parts of this because I have an idea. I love when we get together, everybody, because I just end up with the most crazy ideas. Let's see. Have another palette right there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and okay. Kind of like this like weird thing we've got going on here.
Like a little distressing.
Yes. Because, hey, I love that. Look, we have like a little bit here and there. You can just do small bits and pieces.
We love a little bronzy look there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I kind of like it. I like that some parts of it are sparkly while other parts are not. Yeah. All right, fun. Super cool. And like, you can just kind of play with it, add more if you want or not. Oh, obsessed.
See, in doing this, you wouldn't even know that there was ever a quote unquote mistake underneath, too.
Right.
You would never know.
No, who's going to know? Not me. I'm not telling. Are you telling? So now we have this like fun base. I love that parts of it are shimmery, parts of it are cream. It's got like a whole bunch of fun stuff going on. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and take this design here. Oh, it's so hard because I just want to have so many designs. Let me think. I'm trying to figure out how can I get most designs on this snail. You're right. I do like this and I want to incorporate this, but I also want to incorporate this other stuff too that we have because we have so much cute things on this plate. I think I have it. Okay. I'm going to stamp the aloha design and then, okay, what do you like better, Tiana? Good vibes, aloha, or no rain?
Actually, the good vibes is cute too. Huh? Oh, do the noko oi.
Do the noko oi? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sold. So I'm gonna do the
And with the
noko
cute
oi,
little sun too, I think it'll be a nice touch.
right? Okay, I'm gonna do the noko oi in teal. Oh, that noko oi didn't come out the best. We need it to be perfect. Let me try my monocle because this will help for centering. Nope.
No no ko'oi.
No noko oi. Ole noko oi.
Okay.
Ole means no in
No.
Hawaiian. So, okay, let me go back to my handy dandy. Send me good stamping love, everybody. One more time. Wait, how many times did you do it? Fourth time's the charm.
You can do
So
it.
yeah, sometimes I need to go and watch our 5-day course because there are moments like this. Okay. Pretty good. Let's see if we can get everything clean. Hey, all right. That looks so good. I wanna, I'm thinking maybe should we double stamp it? Should we double stamp it with? I was thinking about double stamping it with white.
Mm. I love the color combo.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Okay, I'm gonna double stamp it with white, and then I have ideas of what I want to do after. Gotcha.
Well, the birds are going for it right now.
Well, you know how it is in Hawaii. We've got. Oh, I like how that turned out. The
Very
teal
cool.
and white combo. Okay, so now we're gonna go back with our seafoam swell. Then I'm gonna grab this design that we had talked about earlier. Turn my plate. And then add that at the top. Add this at the bottom. So that way we created our own like little banner design.
Very cute. I love it.
So, and that was pretty much it. I think I really liked how that came out. These two are so fun.
Actually, Deb, do you mind just cleaning out the back?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No,
Let
no.
me.
Sorry, it's just the camera. She's being a little finicky right now. So
I completely understand. Here we go. There we go. Does it
I
look nice?
love the sunset glow. It just gives it a little, again, just on the beach sunbathing kind of look.
A little razzle dazzle.
Yeah. No, but in a like a really beautiful way too. So it's very bronzy, very like sun-kissed.
Mm-hmm.
So many reasons to love this collection. Definitely go and pick it up. It is on the site right now. Go to www.mannyxme.com. If you're a first-time subscriber, don't forget to use the $5 coupon off with sub 5 when you check out. And don't worry, you can use this discount on the collection or the express kit when you go ahead and add your subscription. Um, and of course, there's so many other benefits to signing up for Manny by Me. So, you get discounts, free shipping over any on orders over
Mm-hmm.
$40. We got bonus rewards with our Manny Circle, and you get a lot of free goodies when you add rack up all of those stamps with the Manny Circle rewards. And then, of course, you're joining a very creative and supportive community here. So many reasons for you to go ahead and sign up. Take back some of your creative me time and get into stamping.
Yes, so again, you'll receive 2 early access plates, your inspiration cards, and a little how to. The surprise gift of this month is a stamper and cute scraper set. And yours won't be covered in polish like how mine's is, I promise. You're gonna have a brand new one, not a loved one that I smeared polish all over. And then you're gonna get 2 gorgeous colors. So it's gonna be our seafoam swell and also our sunset glow. So let me show you all of that. I'll show you the side. Not the side of the box. So you're going to receive all of this in your box, and for the first time subscribers, you'll get another stamper and scraper, and you're going to use all of them, I promise. Yep. The stamping addiction, it happens quickly and very strong. So you're going to need your backup stamper.
Absolutely. I'm sure anyone who is joining us can definitely attest to that. And, we
Mhm.
can talk about it in so many of our community conversations. But again, you are joining a very supportive community here. And Dev, is there anything else that we would like to say about this wonderful collection before we sign off?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we were here with you guys for a while. I felt like we had so much to say about this box. So,
Absolutely. So definitely go hit that up. Don't forget to check out our free course if you're just joining us right now. Again, you don't have to be a pro if you're just you need some of that exercising of the muscle memory for nail stamping. You have some really basic questions. It's a really nice front to back guide on nail stamping without having to hunt through our menagerie of videos that Dev and I have created for you in our YouTube library here. So go and check that out. www.maniology.com/free course. It's already up. It's already live. Please go ahead and sign up for it. No charge to you. And yeah, let us know how you love this collection in the comments. And we will be with you guys in the next live.
yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.